NHL 24 is 2 weeks away, and today I'm going to go through 5 of the biggest changes coming to the game. There's a lot to go through, so I'm going to get into it, but right before I do, guys, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. From here until release, I'm going to have lots of NHL 24 news, and then on release, I will have tons of videos for you. Let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about here today is crossplay. Now, while NHL 23 did have some crossplay for us, NHL 24 completed the cycle so that you can play with and against players across same generation Sony and Microsoft consoles for the most connected Chell experience yet. If you're on PS5, you can play with and against people on Xbox Series S and X, and if you're on PS4, you can play with and against people on the Xbox One. And that includes being able to invite people from another console to your team. Now here's a look at your new EA social system in NHL 24. From this screen, you're going to be able to add friends, invite players, see people you recently played with, and more. And according to the press release, the introduction of crossplay to World of Chell means you can now play with, against, and talk smack to your friends. Talk smack sounds a hell of a lot like you're going to be able to talk to each other on Xbox and PlayStation.
This vastly improves matchmaking quality and shortens wait times, so you and your crew can make the most of your time on the ice.
The next thing I want to talk about in NHL 24 is the vision passing system. A remapping of face buttons and new visuals above pass receivers allow for more direct passing and the ability to pass anywhere at any time. One-touch passing lets you quickly move the puck and capitalize on big opportunities. Now when passing the puck, if you hold down the right trigger, icons will appear above players' heads so you know who you're passing to. This should really help get rid of the times where you mean to pass to one person but it goes to someone else. And one-touch passing is great for setting up plays. Now vision passing will be available in not only the new Total Control but also on Skill Stick, but there's no word on if it will be a part of Hybrid.
By mapping the controller's face buttons to your teammates, vision passing doesn't just allow more efficient passing, but opens up different opportunities like disguising a pass on a PP to set up the perfect play. This also unlocks stretch and breakaway passes, giving you new ways to attack the net. But hitting the correct button alone won't guarantee a perfect pass. Gameplay components and player attributes all factor into a successful play.
The third thing I want to talk to you here today is about the dynamic rink boards, an expansion of the augmented reality broadcast. Now, the rink boards are built to communicate key on-ice moments, such as delayed penalties, goal summaries, stat milestones, and vanity backdrops. These are customizable in World of Chell with unlockables.
And then in the World of Chell, there's this whole new kind of customization, player banners we call them, but they're graphics that you can kind of customize your character with, and they kind of take over the boards as well.
And they update in real time, which is something I thought was pretty cool. Now realistically, I thought this was going to be distracting, but the more I play with the game, I don't really find it an issue whatsoever. I actually find myself watching the clock more up there than I do at the bottom of the screen because I don't need to look down while playing the game. I can see how much time is left on the clock in the final 10 seconds. They also look pretty sick during the pre-game intros as well.
Reached out to the teams that we didn't have an authentic on-ice projection for. So we've got Washington properly represented, we've got Montreal properly represented, we have the Seattle Kraken, which looks absolutely sick inside of the game, plus others as well. But yes, definitely an effort was made there to try to get away from some of those generic on-ice projections that we had for some of the teams and get as authentic as possible.
Now for number 4, I'm going to talk about the exhaust engine and what that means here in NHL 24. A complete revamp of the NHL 24 gameplay experience that rewards extended offensive events and attack zone time, adding a dynamic new layer of authenticity and excitement to the game. This is a massive change gameplay-wise, which makes it more likely for you to score if you're absolutely dominating in the offensive zone. In the defensive zone, not only will goalies get tired, but players' stats will actually start to decrease, opening more lanes and allowing you to take shots on goal and hopefully get them by the goalie.
As you can see with the pressure gauge, the offensive team will gain a boost in stats due to the adrenaline effect, while the defensive team gets a decrease in stats due to the pinned effect. This change makes real hockey plays effective. The dump and chase can be used to wear down the opponent and retrieve the puck. Full pressure strategies, like peppering the goalie from all angles to tire them out, are now effective and cause authentic goal scrambles.
Now, one of the biggest concerns with the exhaust engine is that someone's going to try and take the puck, circle around the zone, rag it on you in the offensive zone, wait for that meter to fill, and then try and score. Well, luckily, EA did address this after the NHL community playtest. We have lowered the impact that possessing the puck has in the offensive zone with regards to building sustained pressure. The value of possessing the puck has been lowered by 30%, Shots on net and big hits in the offensive zone are now strengthened as the best way to build sustained pressure. So while the meter will go up while controlling the puck, it's not going to be nearly as fast as it used to be. And taking shots, making hits, and really hemming in the team in their own zone is the best way to build the pressure. EA also addressed goalies flopping around a little bit too much on the ice during the community playtest, meaning there will be way less desperation saves, and goalies will stay better in position.
Goalie fatigue feature, adding over 50 new goalie animations, including a brand new desperation save package. Goalies will now tire as you increase attack zone time, move the puck around, and most importantly, get shots on net. As a goalie tires, they'll make more errors, causing rebounds and absolute chaos in the...
And now for the fifth and final change, and this is the biggest one out of every change we've seen in I don't know how long, a brand new dev team.
Hey everyone, I'm Clappy, EA Sports NHL Community Manager.
Hi, Mike Engelhardt, Creative Director on the NHL series.
And I'm Chris Luke, I'm the Senior Producer on the NHL series. So the reason why we're here together today is to talk about kind of our multi-year strategy and what that means. And we've got 3 core pillars that we're going to be talking through. Community obsession being number 1, number 2, social connection, and number 3, gameplay innovation.
Let's start with the community aspect and how we're taking a new approach to the relationship with players.
Yeah, so when we talk about community obsessed or community obsession, it's really about putting our players at the center, at the forefront of every conversation. And when it comes to looking back at the past, like NHL 23, we know it didn't live up to your expectations. We recognize that, and that's something we definitely are going to try and course correct with NHL 24. And there's a lot of different feedback that comes to the community, and you collect a lot of it, and I read a lot of it online. And while we can't answer absolutely everything you guys send to us, just know that we're reading them, we're seeing them, and we're using them to help plot the future with where we're going with the franchise.
We have a new creative director and a new senior producer leading the game. Now, I've had conversations with both of them. They are absolutely amazing guys. And what's important is that they really want to make NHL great again. They play the game. They know what people want. They've already announced they're working on GM Connected, now known as Connected Franchise.
So with GM Connected, that's something we haven't publicly addressed for a while now. But what we know, everyone requests it. So how do we get to a connected franchise mode?
Well, first of all, I'm glad we got the G word out in the open and on the table. So, well, we haven't been here that long. Like, for the time that we've been here, we've been exploring numerous different ways to try to figure out how to get this mode revitalized, alive, and bring it back into the franchise. The one challenge, though, when we look back at what GM Connected was when it first came out, is it was a very big mode. And so trying to actually tackle this thing in a single year, it's really tough for us to do. So it's not something we know we can nail in a single cycle the way it was created in the past. If we twist away from the G word and talk about it in a different way, connected franchise is the way we're starting to think about this experience, and modernizing it, changing it around, and figuring out again what those expectations are, and figuring out what are the requirements, what are the things people really want to see in this mode so we reimagine it correctly.
Cross-market for Hockey Ultimate Team. This one confirmed for NHL 24 and is something we've needed in the game for so damn long. Speaking of Hockey Ultimate Team, not only are Mike and Chris new, but we have a whole new HUT team working on this game. They have plenty of ideas, and they play the game, and they want to see what we can do. And not only that, we've seen all the gameplay changes. That's because we have a new lead gameplay designer as well. Amongst them are others as well who play the game, who want to make the game great. There's even somebody who worked on NHL 2K on this team. And I've had conversations with the majority of them, and I can honestly say I am very excited for where the direction of this series is going. This is their first year taking over, but what they have in store for us for the next few years is going to be absolutely awesome. I can just feel it. They're communicating with us, which is something we haven't had in this community in a very long time. And they've already announced that there will be regular updates throughout the year. They'll be listening to feedback, making changes, and tuning the gameplay, which is something that did not happen in NHL 23. So there you have it, guys. 5 of the biggest changes coming to NHL 24. Let me know down below what you think and what are you excited for NHL 24. For now, I'm out of here, but thank you for watching. Have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching. Stay frosty.